The other day, as I left my apartment to go to work, I passed by a group of teenagers who were all basically dressed the same. And I really remember this feeling of wanting nothing more than to blend in with the group. I've talked about this previously, but the ironic twist of growing up is that after wanting to fit in all of your life, you suddenly wake up one day and yearn for the opposite. So as adults, we sort of look up to the people who manage to dress well and in a unique way. And the secret behind dressing well and in a unique way that makes sense to you as a person often comes down to having a sense of style. But what exactly is style, and how does style differ from fashion? Style is a much broader term than fashion. Style is simply a descriptive and can therefore be really individual. So with style, you make a conscious choice, but with fashion, you can engage with it subconsciously. So if you buy a pair of jeans, you've bought into fashion, but then how you wear them and how you combine them with other pieces in your closet, that all comes down to style. Everyone can buy fashion. Your style is up to you. That is why in today's video, I'm going to help you figure out your style as well as how to stop dressing like everyone else. So let's dive in. But before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Louise and I talk about how to engage with fashion in more conscious and sustainable ways. If you want to stop dressing like everyone else, you need to stop following trends. I'm not saying that you need to stop following all trends, but the first step towards dressing less like everyone else is to become more conscious of why you are wearing something. You need to question your purchases and why certain items appeal to you. You've probably heard other people say, oh, I used to hate that trend, but then I saw everyone was wearing it and I changed my mind about it. Or maybe you've even experienced that yourself. The appeal of trends is that they are popular, not that they look cool. It lies in human nature to want to blend in. Evolutionary, being part of a group increased the likelihood of survival, and standing out could leave you in danger for being left out. So when you see a trendy item and you like it, chances are it's not the item itself that you like, it's the fact that you know that if you wear it, you won't be alone. Sometimes you may actually like a trend. But if you find yourself regretting a lot of past purchases and you're stuck with the constant feeling of needing to buy more clothes, chances are that you are probably building most of your outfits around trends rather than style. So here are a list of questions that you can ask yourself the next time you want to figure out if you like something for real and if it makes sense for your style or if it's just a trend. The second thing that you need to do is to find unique style inspiration. If you want to stop dressing like everyone else, you also need to find style inspiration that is unique to you. The first thing that you can do is to find your muse. So a good place to start when it comes to figuring out your style is ironically by looking at other people. Style is a way to express yourself, and I like to think of style as a painting or a drawing, and I am the artist of that drawing. How the drawing turns out is influenced by many things, but particularly what inspires me and what my mood is. So like any great artist, of course you need a muse. This can be anyone. It can be someone that you look up to, it can be a family member, a friend, it can even be someone that you don't know, like an influencer or a celebrity. To find your muse, start looking at the people around you who wear clothes that you like. You can also go online and start following people which you find inspirational rather than aspirational, I would say. So they still need to make sense for you and your lifestyle. Choose your muse wisely, but also know that your muse can of course change over time. Having a muse helps you in future scenarios because you can then ask yourself, what would my muse wear and how would they wear it? So it's a good reference point for you to have as you try and figure out your style choices. Just to disclaim, having a muse is a good thing for inspirational purposes. I want to say that you shouldn't ever try to copy someone completely just because it's never going to be the exact same, and there is a big risk that you will end up disappointed and you may not even feel comfortable with what you are wearing. So instead, try to dissect what it is about their style or their style choices that you like. Maybe it's the way that they accessorize, or the way that they put different colors together, or maybe it's their overall vibe. Whatever it is, incorporate these elements into your outfits and have fun experimenting. Look for inspiration in your daily life. Looking for inspiration in just one place is not very fulfilling. In addition to having a muse, you also need to look in other places to really build your sense of style. I'm not saying like swap Pinterest for Instagram or TikTok for YouTube. I'm saying you need to go offline and look at your day-to-day life. The thing about inspiration is that it hits you when you least expect it and you can't really force it. For me, inspiration comes when I pass a random sign on my way to the bus that has a fun color scheme. Can also be when I see an old couple wearing matching jackets. I've found that what inspires my daily outfits is usually my surroundings and the people in them. With that said, it may be something completely different to you. It might be a very specific movie character, it might be the architecture of a building near your house, it might be the playlist you listen to on the way to work. So if you want to stop dressing like everyone else, you need to look for inspiration in your daily life, because that way your source of inspiration will be unique to you, because no one else lives your life, and your style will also make sense for your lifestyle because it's influenced by your lifestyle. When you find that inspiration, then you can start looking at outfit combinations. The third but maybe most important aspect if you want to stop dressing like everyone else is to lose the fear of making mistakes. Trust me, there is nothing wrong with trying new outfit combinations and getting it wrong. I have had a lot of cringe-worthy outfits over the years, but even so, I look back on these outfits fondly because they remind me of how my style has developed. Sometimes they inspire me to try the same thing in a new way. I think a lot of the time, what hinders us in wearing something new is fear of failure or the fear of what other people might think. So again, going back to the very natural human mentality of wanting to blend in. So here comes the million-dollar question. If it's in our nature to want to blend in, how do we make ourselves comfortable with standing out? So it's a lot easier said than done, but to feel comfortable with standing out, you need to work on your self-awareness, your self-confidence, and your resilience. So surround yourself with people that support you, focus on staying true to yourself, and remember that your value as a person does not depend on what you are wearing. The goal is to shift your mindset towards believing that standing out is an advantage rather than a risk. Also, accepting criticism. So standing out from the crowd means that you are doing something different than everyone else, and naturally that will mean that not everyone will like it. This is the scary but also very freeing part. If not everyone likes your outfit, that means that you are doing it right. Speaking as someone who is a people pleaser, I know that this part is difficult, but with time you will build confidence, and instead of relying on other people's approval, you will feel good about yourself, which is the most important thing. And it's more important at the end of the day that you enjoy your outfits than it is for you to get external validation. That is it for today. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and maybe share this video with a friend. As always, you're also very welcome to leave me a comment down below with your thoughts. I respond to everyone. Maybe you have a style related question that you would like me to discuss in an upcoming video. I make new videos on YouTube every Sunday. And in the meantime, you can also follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Louise Wears. I wish you the best week ahead, and I will see you again next Sunday. Bye!